Welcome to the channel, everybody. I am Lard Lizard, and in today's video I'm going to be counting down my favorite specialist in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies. There's only 4, so I would love to call this a top 5, but there's only 4 specialists. I am going to be basing my rankings off of how easy they are to obtain, how well they fit the map, how strong they are, how cool they are, and just my personal opinions. At number 4, we have the Ragnarok's DG4. These are found on Der Eisendrache and Revelations, so I'm just going to pair these as one. Honestly, they are probably one of the easiest specialists to obtain. They are actually very powerful, but they feel so basic, and it feels ripped straight from multiplayer, so I'm not really giving it any points there. But for high rounds, these things are great. They do fit the map pretty well, at least in DE, but there is not a bad specialist in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, and honestly, the other specialists are just some of the best ever. At number 3, we have these swords from Shadows of Evil. Honestly, the swords are kind of cool. I'm not sure how much they actually fit the map, but you can upgrade the swords, so that's a bonus. I'm mainly putting these above the Ragnaroks only because of how cool they are. I think they look much cooler than the Ragnaroks, but I prefer the Ragnaroks quest to unlock them, and I think the Ragnaroks fit the map much better than the swords do on Shadows of Evil. But I mean, at least the sword is not ripped straight from multiplayer, so it's a bonus, and you can upgrade the sword, so that's why it's at number 3. At number 2, we have the Gauntlet of Siegfried. This is the Gorod Krovi, pretty much Dragon Fist. Honestly, one of the coolest specialists I've ever seen in any Call of Duty game. And the quest is one of the longest quests and probably one of the hardest quests, but the quest makes the most sense out of anything. You're actually, maturing a baby dragon in an egg, and when it's time for him to hatch, he becomes your little destruction buddy. You have multiple really cool attacks. You can either have the dragon on the gauntlet, and when you melee, he actually bites at zombies, which is really cool. You can send him up in the air, and he'll throw, fireballs at zombies, and then you can just roll around and melee like you're super punching everybody. And honestly, it fits the map so well. It's really, really cool, and that's why it's at number 2. And at number 1, in my honest opinion, the Skull of Nansapway is probably one of my favorite specialists ever, but it fits the map of Zetsubou no Shiba perfectly. The attacks are one of a kind, no other specialist, it doesn't bash, it doesn't slam, it doesn't do none of that. Literally mesmerizing and making enemies spontaneously combust is what the Skull of Nansapway does. Honestly, the quest it's decent, it's kind of cool, it gets you all over the map of Zetsubou no Shima, and the skulls themselves are very, very cool, and they fit the map very well. It's really so cool, and I think it's so underrated. Again, like I've said, all the specialists in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies are great. None of these are bad. I would not put any of these in the mid category. They're all good and great. And that is my list. Honestly, I've been playing so much Black Ops 3 Zombies, it is insane. I have the same passion now that I do when I first started, which was about 6 months ago. I finally beat the Gorod Krovi Easter egg solo. I did that about 4 or 5 days ago, and I beat it 4 or 5 times now. Solo, I beat it once in duos. I'm just going back and doing little side Easter eggs, and there's so much to do in this game. In my honest opinion, it's probably the greatest Call of Duty Zombies game we've ever had. But I want to hear your guys' list. I know all the specialists in this game are great, but I want to know where you guys would place it. Put it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.